about 10 years ago, I was out in back burning tumbleweeds. It was getting pretty hot out. I was getting tired, so I went into the house to get a cold drink. I walked into the house. My wife was sitting there at the table looking at a travel magazine. She held up a picture and said, "I want to go here." I looked at it. It was Lake of the Ozarks. I said, "Okay." And I said to myself, I said, "Self, don't worry about it. She'll forget about it by dinner time." So the next morning we were eating breakfast. And she said, looked at me and she said, "When we leaving?" Well, I said, "Next week." I said to myself, I said, "Self, you better get the RV ready." So 3 weeks later, give or take a day or two, we were at the Lake of the Ozarks. I have to admit, it was beautiful there. And after 3 days of sightseeing and looking at different things, I decided with all this water, I'm going fishing. So I drove on up to Jimmy John's bait store. And I went in, I was going to talk to Jimmy John about finding out where to go fishing at, where's a good place. As I pulled into the parking lot, I parked next to this old red pickup sitting out there. There was 2 guys in the back sitting on lawn chairs, drinking beer, talking, laughing, having a good time. So I went on into the bait store, introduced myself to Jimmy John, and I said, "You know, I want to do some fishing here. Where's a good place to go?" He said, "Well, the best thing to tell you," he said, "you see them 2 old boys sitting in the back of that red pickup out there?" And I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, if you was to take them a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon, I'll bet they'd take you fishing with them, and they do pretty good. They catch some big catfish." So I purchased a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon, took it out, set it up on the tailgate, looked at him and said, "My name's Frank. I'd like to go fishing with you guys." And the big guy, he looked at me and says, "Hi, Frank. I'm Bubba." This small guy here, that's my baby brother. His name's Billy Bob. And then he reached into the case and took out a couple of beers. Him and Billy Bob each popped a can. He says, "Where are you from, Frank?" I said, "I'm from Nevada." He says, "Oh, Las Vegas, huh?" And I said, "Nope, but pretty close." So they asked some questions about Las Vegas. I answered them. Bubba stood up and says, "Well," he says, "I think it's time to go fishing." So he reached into the cooler. He took out a big bag of chewing tobacco. And he walked out into the lake about 6 feet. He got out there and he started throwing these little chunks of chewing tobacco out in the water. I said, "What is he doing?" So pretty soon, he's standing out there, he's looking at it, watching the water. He says, "Billy Bob, bring me another can of Pabst Blue Ribbon, and you guys come on down, we're just about ready." So I jumped up, grabbed my fishing pole out of my car, and I noticed Billy Bob, he reached into the back of the trunk, he pulled out a baseball bat. We walked down to the water. We get out there with Bubba, and Billy, I took my fishing pole, and I threw it way out there, and I was going to catch a big one. Billy Bob standing there looking at me with pure bewilderment on his face. He says, "Bubba, what in tarnation is he doing?" And I looked at Billy Bob, he's just standing there holding that baseball bat in his hand. And Bubba looked at Billy Bob and he said, "Well, you know, Billy Bob, those folks out west, they're more progressed than we are out here. And that's how they fish. They use that thing, it's called a fishing pole." And he looked at me and he says, "Frank," he says, "I have to tell you, he said, we still fish the old-fashioned way here. Now, you noticed I threw that chewing tobacco out there? Well, the catfish love it. They scoop that up and they chew on it and they chew on it and they chew on it. When they finally get tired and they come up to spit, we hit them over the head with a baseball bat."